Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you using JavaScript how to validate the list box element and how to get the selected list box value in a span tag. After I reload the browser, and this time I'm clicking the button control without selecting the item. Here we got an error message, please select at least one list item. Let's select red, click. Here we got red. Let's select multiple items, black, red and blue. See, here we got black, red and blue. That's it. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. For this video tutorial, I am using Notepad++. Notice in this Notepad++ contains a simple HTML code with some header tags h1, h2 and horizontal line. Now after the horizontal line, I am adding the select option element, select. I am closing the select tag. ID of the select, HCL. Now inside the select element I am adding some options. Option value is equals to black. I'm closing the option tag. Let's copy this one, add some more options. Let's add 5 options. The second one option is the red. Let's add the red to the value. White, blue, green, and the value is green for the last option. After that, I'm adding a span tag. Span ID is equals to a result. I'm closing the span tag. Horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I'm adding a button control. Input type is equals to button. ID is equals to but1, and the value of the button control I'm adding click. Let's close the button control. That's it. We have added the necessary controls into this HTML page. Now before adding the JavaScript functionality to validate the list box and to get the selected list item, let's save this file. We'll check the output on the browser how it looks at designing part. And this is the output of that HTML page which contains the header tags. And notice the select option by default, it's a drop down control. I want to make this drop down list control to the list box. For that, let's add the property multiple is equals to multiple. Once you add this property multiple to this select element, let's save this file. We'll check the output. Now I'm reloading the browser. So after reload the browser, the drop down list control becomes the list box, and below that I have a button click control. Now let's add the JavaScript functionality. Now in the header section above the HTML, I'm adding the header tag, script tag. I'm closing the script tag. Inside the script, I'm creating a function listbox result is a function name. Variable span result is equals to the variable span result I'm using to display the results. Suppose if a user without selecting any list item and click the button control, I want to display the error message, or if a user selects any list item, I want to display that selected list item in this span tag. Document.get element by ID, d small, between double quotes, I'm adding the span ID, which is a result, semicolon. span result dot value is equals to, now after that variable x is equals to document dot get element by id dot between double quotes I'm adding the select id, which is a SEL. After that I'm adding for loop to count the options, the selected options, for variable I is equals to 0, I is less than x dot options, we are selecting the options, dot length I plus plus. So if we use the select items from the select box control, if x dot options I dot selected triple equals to true, I want to display the selected items in this span tag. The span result dot value plus is equals to, here the plus is equals to, I'm concatenating the selected items, x dot options I dot value plus, I'm adding a space between these selected items, semicolon, and those selected items I want to display in the span tag, document dot get element by id between double quotes, I'm adding the span id, which is the result dot inner html is equals to, I'm adding span result dot value, this variable, and I want to display those selected values in a green color. Let's add some styles. Document dot get element by id between double quotes, the span id is result dot style dot color is equals to green. Now the next condition is, if a user clicks the button control without selecting the item in the list box control, I want to get an error message. For that I'm using if loop after the for loop. Second condition, if document dot get element by id between double quotes, span id is result dot value is equals to double equals to empty, document dot get element by id between double quotes result dot inner html is equals to, the error message is asterisk please select at least one list item, semicolon, and I want to display this error message in a red color. So instead of writing the same code, I'm pasting here, instead of green I'm adding red. That's it, we have written the JavaScript snippet to validate the list box and to get the selected list box item in a span tag. But the last step, we need to add this function name Listbox in the button click event on click in double quotes. I'm adding the function name, which is a listbox result. That's it. Let's save this file. We'll check the final results on the browser. Now before reload the browser, let's check if I click the button control, I'm not getting any error message. Now let's reload the browser. After I reload the browser, and this time I'm clicking the button control without selecting the item. Here we got an error message, please select at least one list item. Let's select red, click. Here we got red. Let's select multiple items, black, red and blue. See, here we got black, red and blue. That's it.